Alright, I'm here with my main man, Jerry. Final chat before the 160, Hardmore's 160 starting Friday night. What time does it start? 8?
5 o'clock.
5 o'clock.
Yeah.
We just had a really good session there. I was going to try and summarise this in 2-3 minutes if we can of everything we've just spoken through on the Tuesday, so a few days before he attempts the Mammoth 160 miles around the North York Moors. So first thing we did, we looked up his run-up events. Now I know Jerry's events have been phenomenal, his results that he's had. If they hadn't been, I wouldn't talk about them, but that's a great thing to lead into what we're going to do if you've had good results. So Jerry's results, New Year's Day 3rd, 30-mile race on the Hardmore's 55 second,
Yeah,
right?
second.
And then White Horse Trail Marathon 3rd, and you was holding back a little bit on that as well because of this event coming up. So top three places, phenomenal performances. So that leads on. I asked Jerry what his plan was. You know, his different plans. His answer was no plan, which we kind of like because it means that what we get onto is outcome focused about finishing and not so bothered about how that happens. So your rough plan was solo.
It is, yeah. I think the best way to go into a race like this is not to have any plan at all, as such.
Yeah,
Apart from, as you say, I really want to finish, and I will finish, and I know I'll finish.
Good man. And you got kind of a stage 4. You've broken that race down a little bit as well.
Yes, yeah. Obviously, starting at the White Horse up at the visitor centre. So the first stage is really to get the Tabula Hills out of the way.
Yeah.
And then from the coastline all the way up to Saltburn. And then Saltburn up inland, and then with the final stage really being the finish at Helmsley.
Sounds easy. It's only 4 stages. So and then we've got a little bit more practical stuff about footwear and these kind of things, but ultimately kind of a free plan. Some timings that Jerry's got in his mind, but yeah, very, very flexible. The third thing we talked about was rules of failure. And my rules of failure are immovable or broken limb, unconsciousness or death. And they're the only 3 things that are going to stop me reaching my target, reaching my goal, other than the practical things of being timed out or anything, which obviously respect an event. Yours are the same, right?
Yeah, they are really, because there's a lot of things I know at the end of the day. There'll be somebody supporting me. I've got a tracker for safety. I'll know the weather conditions. I know the terrain that I'm running on as well. I'll know the food, the supplements, the drinks I'll be taking as well. So if there is anything adverse, something that's going to affect me, I know I've got something in place to combat that.
So to put that into focus, so as people maybe not into ultras, and 160 miles in the North York Moors is an incredible feat, and you feel real privileged, right? That you're able to even attempt that and be on the start line. So what if it rains all day?
I'll have a jacket. I'll have clothes.
What if your feet really hurt with blisters?
Oh yeah, I just change socks, put competes on, put anything.
What if you feel sick?
If I feel sick, just carry on. Be sick, carry on.
What if you get lost?
If I get lost, pull out a map.
Right.
Ask somebody. I've got a tongue, so I can talk to somebody.
So that's the rules of failure. Is you're able to 100% commit to what you're doing, because if you don't fail, if you don't do it and you do fail, it's within your rules, okay? And then the last thing that we mentioned is not something that we really had to plan for, was for Jerry to remain outcome focused. Which outcome focused is not to be thinking about the plan, A, B, and C. How do we get there? We've not really got a strong plan. That's not reckless. That's because of this nature of event. You need to be so flexible and adaptable to remain outcome focused, to say, I finish this, I do this. And so you'll find a way, your brain and body will find a way within your rules of failure to get there. If you get plan focused and to do focused, and that's not going well for you, you start equating that to say, well, I can't make it to my outcome of finishing. So your outcome focus, right, Jerry?
Yeah, it's to finish.
So put it there, mate. So it starts this Friday. I'm going to be there volunteering for the Mighty John Steele. and I'm going to be there all weekend helping. I'm going to try and get some video blogs out. My opinion is Jerry wins the 160. He's got the best coach in the world, and but yeah, he'll do this. Jerry's too modest to say that, but he's in great shape. Those results leading up say it. Some phenomenal athletes, loads of respect for everyone on it, and there's also the Hardmoors 110, which will be a great race as well. So see you at the weekend.